All right, so I want to give an example of some natural observations. What we've got right here is one of my cherry trees, and you can see we've got lots of fruit that's getting ready to ripen on it. So when it comes to fruit tree farming, it's something that I'm like constantly watching my trees to see what it is that's going on and if they're staying healthy. And I don't know if anything jumps out to you looking at this particular stem, but you may have noticed that the leaves are starting to curl. Anytime I see curling leaves or leaves that look different than, like what they're supposed to look like or typically look like, that's a trigger for me to look more closely and really dig into some naturalistic observation. So if we get in close here, you'll see these shiny black bugs, and these are called black cherry aphids. Now, aphids are a funny animal. They're kind of like the cow of the insect world. They eat leaves, and outside of like a really nasty infestation, they're really not that big of a deal. But they eat leaves, and then they actually secrete their excrement, their poop that comes out is sugar water. So as you can imagine, there are lots of things that like sugar water, and that sugar water has actually captured the attention of ants. Now, ants like to colonize, they have big families, they're really industrious, which means that they can kind of make do with what they've got. So what ants will do is they will farm aphids and milk them. So they tap on the aphid to get it to secrete this sugar water, and then they drink it. They take it back to the colony and they feed it to their family. Now, so ants protect aphids just like we would protect, chickens from coyotes. Now, the coyote in this case, you may have noticed. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd you go? You may have noticed. Here we go. All right, camera work. All right, it's evading me. So you may have noticed the ladybug that had been hanging out there. And the ladybugs are predators of aphids. They don't go after the sugar water so much as they go after the actual organism. They like to eat it. So I don't like using chemicals because I don't want to have anything that's on my food that I don't want in my body. So, things that kill animals is not something I want in my body. So what I like to see are ladybugs showing up in places like this where we're seeing an infestation of aphids, because that means the natural predator population is moving in to do, oh, there she is, to do what they do best. And that for me is a good sign. Also, I just lost them, but there were a pair of ladybugs actually mating. Oh, there they are. Which means the population is growing. So that is awesome. So as you can see, there's a whole story that's happening here in this one little ecosystem. And all it took was me noticing something out of the norm, and for me to come in a little bit closer and dig a little deeper to get some answers. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of what it is that I'm looking for you to do. Now, of course, I'm a farmer, I'm a biologist. I know all about the relationships between aphids and ants and ladybugs, and oh, look. I've been noticing eggs as well. I'm gonna have to look up what kind of eggs those are. Hopefully ladybug eggs. So of course, like I know about all this stuff already. It is not my expectation that you know all about what it is that you're looking at. What is my expectation is that you are willing to ask the questions and wait and watch to see if you can get those answers. Speaking of, little ant doing his thing. Oh, and here, oops, is what I believe to be a soldier bug, which is also a predator of the aphids. But again, I'm gonna have to look it up just to double check. So there's another one. Whatever those are, there's a lot of them. All right, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little story and my little walk through the cherry tree. And yeah, get back to me and tell me what you're thinking. All right, I look forward to hearing from everybody. Sending much love.